Justin ain't here, I'm gonna have to do the Justin like intro.
Hell yeah.
What's good? What's good? What's up with y'all, man? This is No Feelings Meetings. This is a special episode.
This episode 29.5.
You heard? Two-thirds of No Feelings.
Emergency episode.
Yeah, our usual host Justin couldn't be here today.
This the wheat bread episode without the mayo.
Facts. Well, we gonna get it in for y'all. So we got what made us do this episode is Pusha T going on Joe Budden Podcast and kind of giving us more insight on the beef between him and Drake after Drake did his interview on The Shop with LeBron James and Mr. Math. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody that's on Twitter or any social media, that shit been ringing off all day today.
Big time.
So what you got? I know you was talking about these dick suckers on Twitter. Let's get straight to the shit.
These motherfuckers out of control, man. Like I understand if y'all support a certain artist. I'm a fan of both niggas. That's not going to stop. But I refuse to be choosing sides and some shit that I don't know the whole truth. And I refuse to be choosing sides just because I like this person more. Like if somebody's saying something you feel is logical and makes sense and you can truly understand that, fine. But don't just dismiss Drake claims and don't just dismiss Pusha claims because of your favoritism. And don't stop letting Twitter and social media run y'all damn mind. Y'all gonna kill yourself.
Not only that, but I feel like these niggas too invested.
Too much.
Because it's like, just because these niggas beefing, like, yeah, if they both drop tracks and you decide you want to pick a winner and pick whose track was better, that's one thing. But, like, I see niggas like y'all in niggas comments and all that because you like Drake more than Push, and you in niggas comments saying fuck Push, or you in Drake comments fuck Drake, Pusha T killed you and all that. Y'all niggas is too invested.
All this, you a pop singer, you not a big rapper. He got more money than you. All this other shit.
It's entertaining. It's entertaining for a while, but it's one of them things where it's like it ain't that serious. Cause y'all Twitter niggas, y'all definitely get disrespectful in these niggas comments, and there's times where I sit back and laugh, but I'm like, man, it couldn't be me.
It definitely could be me.
It could, cause I'm not playing with y'all niggas.
Especially if I'm a millionaire. Because I'm definitely petty enough to find out where you at.
See, but that's why, like, I always say we had that conversation. We was talking about, like, celebrities responding to niggas on Twitter and all that. I would be that nigga. Like, if I'm sitting in the crib bored and I decide to open up my Twitter and niggas is down my timeline talking shit about me and I got time that day, I'm giving y'all bars.
Giving you that energy you looking for.
Yeah. You feel me? That's what we giving out, man. You gonna get the return on this investment.
straight smoke.
But yeah, so you heard the whole podcast, right? The whole Joe Budden joint.
I was in class this morning. I've been at work all day, so I still got probably about 55 minutes left on it. I think.
Yeah,
about
the end,
about 55.
Yeah, they ain't really. I think they started getting into Pusha T's other shit, like as far as him releasing another album and this nigga coming up with the jingles and all that shit.
Yeah,
I definitely ain't know that nigga came up with the Arby shit.
I knew about the Arby's thing after his Drink Chest interview he did a couple months ago. That shit is still crazy.
That nigga getting like money, like that's money.
Yeah,
when niggas think because you ain't a big rapper you ain't getting money and shit.
Nigga,
that's that behind the scenes money that's paying good.
It's definitely the show money, not the record contract money.
Facts. They think because the nigga sold however many albums, y'all think, oh, he broke, he only sold this many albums.
Like, nigga, do you realize like nobody sells albums anymore?
Mind you, that nigga could tour off Grindr.
He definitely could tour off Grindr easily.
Forever.
Easily. Nigga be in Switzerland.
He could tour off the instrumental.
Just go on stage. He could really do a Khaled tour. Don't do no performances. Just play hits. Just play other niggas' hits.
Just loop the hook and shit.
Facts.
But so what you think about the interview, or I guess the conversation that they were having as far as what you heard?
I thought the interview was good. Like I don't listen to Joe but I know like Joe's an interviewer. Like, he was made to do this podcast and shit. And I know like it's gonna be entertaining, and Roy and Marv bring something to it. So
yeah,
I thought the interview was dope.
No, and I feel like, especially early on, Roy was in his bag with the questions. He had a couple of good questions in the tuck and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was asking Pusha T some good ass questions and shit.
They definitely asked him some stuff that we all wanted to know.
So now we talked about it on our episode Monday, which will be releasing tomorrow. And after the whole shop segment with Brian and Drake, we were saying, does it make you feel any different about the beef, or do it make you look at the beef different? And I think we all pretty much said no. Which I know I said no, but actually after thinking about it, I was like, yeah. Now that I think about it, I definitely believe fucking in my feelings is about Kim Kardashian after processing that he made that shit after the fact.
After the fact, right?
I was like, yeah, that shit definitely about Kim. I'm with all that.
Yeah,
but so now with him Pusha side of the story, does it give you a different perspective on it?
Everybody listen to this that'll listen to this, and you'll listen to the episode from Monday tomorrow. I said that we all said that the wife line was Pusha overdid it with that. After him explaining on Joe Podcast how Drake tends to say chicks' names, and Drake do got a history with these chicks and making you think either he had them or he dealt with them before. So I do get Pusha's standpoint from that. He explained that great. But he's still getting me a little bit with that just did it for me. That put the battery in my back.
But no, because on the podcast he did admit he was going regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that he said the wife line, he was like that wasn't changing anything. That shit was coming regardless. I think he said the wife line was like, oh well, nigga, now I really don't even got to second guess it. So I think that shit was coming regardless, like we said it was.
Yeah.
And he said the wife line was just the icing on the cake for it.
Yeah, so he cleared that up for me.
Yeah, because at first I'm like, nigga, you're not telling me you did all of this because of the wife line. Like, if you saying you was gonna go, then just say you was going all in regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So he did admit to that, which I was with.
I didn't like Push saying I don't know where all this stems from, because anybody that's a fan of all this rap shit, and we know the history of this, we know where this stems from. It stems from the 2005-2007 era, when Wayne was wearing Bape hoodies and the Clips was the ones wearing it, and Wayne dismissed the Clips. And it's been smoke ever since then.
Yeah, because they pretty much felt like he stole a whole little swag.
He stole their swag and they lane.
Especially when the nigga get hotter than you off of your shit that you feel like it was your shit, and the nigga take your shit and get hotter.
Definitely.
That's where it stemmed from, and it's basically like shit. It was the whole 50 Cent thing. You standing next to a nigga that I'm shooting at, so you get shot too. Exactly. He was beefing with Wayne and Baby, and then Drake was, when Drake came up,
Drake was just the closest nigga.
Yeah, it was like shit. You with him, so you get it too.
Yeah, he caught that straight.
And it's been back and forth since
then. And it's crazy, man. We gonna get into that more though.
But yeah, so I mean, I think he definitely talked about a lot of shit, especially I don't know what was the highlight of that for you, the interview. Because I think the 40 shit for me.
I was about to say the 40 thing is definitely the highlight of it, and that'll be the talking point throughout the weekend.
Definitely. Because I mean, I know just as emotional and sensitive as Drake is, he got to feel away.
He definitely feel away, and it's like, and it's tough because we know what 40 means to him. It's not like 40's just his producer. Like that's a real life friend. Like these niggas grew up together, so it's just like, it's just a weird thing.
But one thing we got to remember: rappers are liars.
That's very true.
And this could be a chess move.
And and that's the thing. Like all of this could be a chess move. I believe what Drake is saying, and I do believe pieces of what Push is saying.
Right, because I don't know. It'll be hard for me to believe Kanye ain't have shit to do with any of this.
I definitely don't believe Kanye ain't have nothing to do with that, especially after his actions over the last couple months.
And especially after, like, you made the beat that he sent the shots to Drake at over. So you telling me you listen to this nigga rap that and you ain't give no type of input?
You ain't give no input. On top of that, the nigga just came from Wyoming for writing for you.
Yeah. So yeah, I ain't really with that shit. Like, now them clips they was dropping on there was wild too, though.
Yeah, definitely. But even with that, it's like it goes back to the rules thing. It's like I said Monday. I feel there are rules in this shit. If this is just rapping, if we on type of time where I see you and we got an issue, then we doing whatever. But if we just rapping on beats and we going back and forth, it's not a big deal. We just trying to out rap each other. Then there's certain shit I think that they should keep to themselves. And I know all you old niggas listening and going to disagree, and that's fine.
I mean, that's kind of wild though, because just to hear about the whole a nigga trying to pay $100,000 for some information, it's like.
But it's like is that surprising to you?
No, it's not. Great. It's not surprising. It's not surprising that it's done. But it's like that's the type of money you put on a nigga head when you want a nigga gone.
Facts.
Like, and you dropping that type of bread for like a little bit of information.
What you would pay to get a nigga smoked?
That's what I'm saying. That's the type of money you dropping to get a nigga smoked, and you dropping that bread just for a little information,
just for some rap,
just for some content for your raps.
I didn't think about that. Bro.
Number one, I don't know if that's a stunt or if you're a sucker.
That both, maybe. It might be both.
Like, it's hard to tell if that's a stunt or if you're a sucker off of that shit. Because
the question is that too high or too low for Pusha T?
No bullshit. If I was Jake, I definitely ain't giving a nigga over 50 for Push. And 50 would be a stretch. And Push is my man. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful to Push at all.
Facts, man. I'm always fuck with Push.
I don't mean that to disrespect Push at all, but I'm not dropping like, fuck no, not for Push.
Right. 50 stacks.
Like, I don't even know who do you drop that type of money on. That's like some 50 and Ja type shit. I mean, them niggas knew each other. Not knew each other, but they was from the same hood. But like, it got to be a nigga who I got like real beef with.
Right.
And not only that, but if I'm dropping 100, that's money to catch a body with. I'm not paying you for no raps. You're gonna have to do more than just give me a little information, because you can make some shit up. Like, let a nigga call me with 100 bands, come out and give me some information. I'm gonna make up as much shit as you. Like, I need all that.
Another thing I got out of that I didn't like, or rather that made story that takes away from the story of Adonis. Because anybody that been listening to the podcast, you know that I've stated for months, I don't think that this ages well. Great in the time, and it got Pusha to W, but I just don't think it ages well. And Pusha saying that, oh, we heard about all them taking the trips and going to take the kid gifts and all of that. I'm like, okay, you heard this. So you know he's not like a deadbeat. You know the nigga ain't hiding the child.
But that's what Drake said in the shop, though. He was like, they had the deadbeat thing in, and just, they got to add some sauce to it.
It's definitely a great chess move.
You got to add some sauce to it. I think like you said, from both sides, you can see both of them having some valid points, and you see both of them being kind of on some sucker shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's like, I'm definitely not with the pump
you've been in the game too much, and you too long to be that gullible. Or that trusting either. I ain't gonna say gullible, but that trusting.
Well, no, it depends on the cycle of this. So the order that this shit happened in. Like, did 40 tell you shit didn't feel right, and then you went to Wyoming and gave Kanye this information after your man told you this shit didn't feel right?
Definitely.
Like, did you still go down there showing this nigga pictures of your kids after your man said, yeah, nah, there's something going on down here, this ain't right? So, I think it definitely depends on the order of events. But then not only that, but just because a nigga tell you to be transparent, like, nigga, you don't lay it all out,
I got
on the walkthrough.
Like, you gave that nigga a fast break layup.
Like, you don't lay it all out on the walkthrough. Like, the first date, the nigga say, yeah, I need you to be completely transparent with me. Yeah, I done did this, that. I shot this nigga. It's like, man, you got to check a nigga temperature first.
It's like a chick telling you all the niggas she slept with.
That nigga Drake dove in the pussy.
Easily. Hey, shout out to Push for that. I know what you sleeping with. I know what you. That line was a bar, bro.
See, but when we said that and I sent it in the group chat, we said that some episodes ago. This was around the time of the beef, right, when it first was hot.
Uh-huh.
And I think I was saying, I'm like, Drake, you got too much money to be getting. Mind you, the chick you got pregnant, you got too much money for her to be your baby mother. No disrespect to her. But like you were with Rihanna, my G.
Man, he was with Bernice Burgos.
He was?
He was definitely with Bernice.
I don't even like but that'd be having me questioning who Drake really smashing now. Because you working backwards. Like,
it's crazy
was you smashing J-Lo or was y'all just together just for the whole publicity shit?
Because bro not even moving backwards. It's like he moving in cycles. Like, it's like he'd be with like a black queen, and then next minute this man with like the wildest white chick.
Yeah, from overseas somewhere. Some shit.
like his cycles is crazy.
Mind you, and it ain't really no upgrading from Rihanna, my G.
You can't get higher than that. And you done had it on multiple occasions.
The only way you get, I ain't gonna even say higher, but at the same level of Rihanna is if you figure you had Rihanna, you had Serena.
He definitely had Serena. Damn, Drake.
And that's when you get pregnant? That's the one time you decided not to pull out?
Yeah, Drake kind of wild, man.
That's who you let catch you slipping?
Drake kind of wild.
That's what he kind of wilding. And I see, but that's why I can respect Pusha T saying that was the thing about the wife. He was like, look, I see what you out here with, and you can't even
don't even
the type of shit you procreating with. You can't even touch my wife, my G. I can respect that.
Oh shit.
That's some wild. I mean, like you said, that was a bar.
Yeah, definitely. Of many in the whole thing.
What else you got up in? Was it anything else in there that stood out to you?
There's a lot that stood out. I'm just trying to think because it was so much that he said to take in. I want to get to this. This is what I've been waiting to get to when we said we was gonna do this. I get Push's points about wanting to. They gotta hold Kanye accountable. And even if they doing it in private, I get that. But like y'all have to make like this is something you have to make public in a sense.
If that's your man's. If that's really your man's. Because like he kept saying how we disagree all the time. Like, yeah, but you gotta call him out on that shit. Like he doing all this fuck shit publicly.
He doing a lot.
I don't care about y'all little conversations you having on the side with him.
And it's like it's making people look at y'all crazy. Like it's making people look at Tiana like Tiana, we know you're a real one. You rocking with this, like Sean, we know what you stand for in Detroit. Like you rocking with like it's making y'all look crazy.
I don't even think it make them look crazy more than it make Pusha and Sci-Hi look crazy. Yeah, because Sean and Tiana, they low key.
Yeah.
Tiana and Sean, they ain't saying shit on either side of it. So they wasn't saying shit when he was going crazy, and then they wasn't saying shit on, so they kind of been minding their business the whole time. But it's like Push and Sci-Hi, y'all been standing next to this nigga the whole time, vouching for
definitely. And it's like you gotta hold that shit accountable. And it's like he said, like we have our political disagreements, but I'm like, this is so much bigger than just politics.
Because I definitely believe like the relationship he got with Push, Sci-Hi, and probably even Chance is different than the relationship he got with Sean and Tiana. I feel like with Sean and Tiana, it's just work.
They're his artists.
It's business.
Yeah.
I feel like them niggas. I feel like Chance, Sci-Hi, and Push. He really with them.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference when y'all out here standing up for this nigga in public when he doing all this fuck shit.
He out this bitch just fratting out. Like, no matter what you feel about politics, that's a whole nother thing. We know Donald Trump is like this nigga. We know. Like, I don't even gotta say it. We know what this nigga is.
And your man sitting on TV talking about, I love this man. He a father.
He make me feel like Superman. Like come on,
he
bro.
A father figure. Kanye, you damn near 40 talking about this nigga a father figure.
And it's like that shit is crazy, man. And also, Push, you don't tell. Oh, you may feel like Kanye's Dr. Dre to you, but you know damn well people look at Kanye as one of the best MCs. You know that.
Especially after his first 3 projects.
And for you to come out and say, we done heard, and on top of that, we done heard Jay say Kanye told him, I'm the next rap out of Chicago, I'm the next big thing. So, like, we know niggas done wrote for him. We know y'all done wrote shit for Kanye over there good. You ain't got to tell us that. But don't come at us, the listeners and the fans, like, oh, he Dr. Dre to me.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, that's only to discredit Drake.
Yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. But, like, you can't be going on this I'm a real one campaign and contradicting yourself like that.
Right. And is that what you meant as far as you said he was tiptoeing around some of the shit with Ye?
Yeah, group definitely. Chat? Because it's like, okay, you may not want to come out. Don't come out and bash him, man, if you don't want to. That's your guy. I get it. But you got to hold him accountable, though. You got to.
And I mean, I did respect, you know, most of the questions they was asking him about, you know, he was giving answers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you asked him to what you can.
Feel like, I do feel like he was giving the information that he had the answers to. Like, I don't think he was lying about the shit when he was saying that he didn't know, you know, he didn't know the reasons for Ye doing some of the shit Ye was doing. Right. So I definitely believe that. but you definitely need to, you know, he doing all this fuck shit publicly. You definitely need to call him on it.
And it's like he done the MAGA shit like multiple times. He's out here talking about just all the wild shit, and he covered the first wave of it during the Daytona press run, and I get that. But now it's another wave of wild shit.
See, but that's the thing. I think that's one of the biggest things with them niggas over there too, because that's like in that interview, Push was saying how, you know, if a nigga come at the team, then I'm going for the team. Mm-hmm. But it's like you the only one.
The only one.
Like, and I mean, I get it. You saying all that everybody not built like me. Like, if that's the case, you need a new team.
Easily.
Like, you can't keep riding for the, like, you know,
you can't keep riding for these niggas not riding for you.
Yeah.
You can't be
the only one in the whip on the drive-by. How you want to drive by yourself?
That's a hell of a statement, bro. You can't be up here fighting niggas. Then you can't jump a nigga, and then these niggas ain't helping you when you get jumped.
Yeah, they came and Drake came and stole on Kanye, and you go on that Drake and Kanye just sitting back like I don't want to be in the middle of this type shit.
Talking about I didn't tell Pusha about your child.
Yes, you did. Shut up.
And we know that, like we know that, and I'm not even saying I'm not discrediting you saying that 40, because I feel like both of these stories combined.
I really definitely do, because it ain't no way
these stories combined.
You telling me you get up in there and you talk this shit about Drake, and then your next track you tell us, man, you are hiding a child, and Kanye ain't say, Kanye ain't be like, oh, how you know that?
Kanye ain't be like, yo, you know he got a son. Even if that shit came up in conversation, like, yeah, man, I'm working on music with Drake. You know he got a son, or you know he bip or whatever. Like he told that shit.
But 40 is a wild nigga.
40, you're wilding. If that whole shit is true, you're tripping, bro.
See, but then that's like they did ask a question that he didn't really answer. That Push didn't really answer on the podcast. Like, how did the information get back to them?
That's what I wanted to know. Yeah.
I wanted to know who the chick was. Like, who is the chick and how did that information get back to her? I mean, get back to, you know, they camp. That was really the question that I wanted to answer to. Because
that's the $1 million question.
Because
y'all
like, wild
come to y'all?
Y'all wild if y'all sent the chicken that'll get info out of 40.
if niggas tried to infiltrate,
if niggas sent a little bit of pussy in there and infiltrated the whole OVO,
damn, Pusha, you on some Thanos shit if that's the case.
Kanye might be the genius y'all said he was.
Shit, if niggas sent the chick up in there like Harlem Nights,
that's some wild shit. Yeah,
niggas is damn niggas wildin'.
But yeah, no, that's what I was definitely interested in knowing. Like, who is she and how did she get back? Because he's saying that she was working with 40.
Mm-hmm. And I want to know, like, did she come to y'all out of like frustration with 40? Did y'all seek her out?
Yeah, like how do y'all know? How do y'all know who he was sleeping with? Like, I mean, I guess that's the industry shit. She might be a chick that's been passed around the industry.
Yeah,
you know,
probably so.
You know, they all fuck the same chicks.
But then it's like, it's so much because it's like, okay, how long was 40 with this chick? Like, how? Like, it's a lot.
See, but then that's like he was saying. I mean, it is a possibility that 40 might have been telling this to her, and she might not have went back telling like, oh yeah, he told me this, that. She might have brought it up in casual conversation, not knowing that this was a big secret.
Oh yeah, not knowing that this was a big thing,
right?
And not knowing that the level of smoke that they got,
right? But I mean, I don't know. I still feel the same way I felt before about it, though.
As far as
beef, I'm like, I mean, it just is what it is. I don't feel like Push went too far. I don't feel like Drake is wrong for feeling however he felt about that MS line. It's like shit. It's gonna go as far as the nigga is willing to take it. So he was willing to take it, then you wasn't. But then you can't tell Drake how to feel about the shit.
Right. Like Charlamagne said, you can't spit on somebody and they fuck you up, and then you shouldn't have fucked me up.
Right, you should have just spit on me back. Like, nah, nigga,
right.
You can't tell me how to react.
You definitely can't.
But now, do you feel like with all that Jay Prince shit? Because I know Push briefly spoke about it in the interview, basically saying that that ain't really how it happened.
That is not. It's not what it's saying or what it's been said. About that, like, I mean, Jay Prince didn't go on his book tour saying that I pressed these niggas. He just said I mediated with these guys, like, yo, let's kill it. And it's like Jay Prince said Drake got the diss, and it's a lot of vicious shit on there. Drake said I got some vicious shit on there. Now, we talked about that on Monday's episode, which y'all gonna hear tomorrow. We said that we all feel like it's a diss. Now, I personally don't believe the level of viciousness that Drake and them talking about.
Now, like I think it might be, as far as Kanye, I think it might be towards Kanye. It might be that level, but I think just from what it sounds like, that $100,000 he tried to pay ain't work out for him. So I'm assuming he didn't get no dirt on Push.
Right. And that's another thing about it. It's like people like, okay, Push shouldn't be confused about why he's coming at Ye or like why he's not coming at him like he is.
Same reason you started coming at him when you was dissing Wayne. Because he's standing next to him,
bro.
That's when you contradicting yourself.
About this whole thing to me. That's the thing about this whole thing to me, bro.
It's so contradictory, right? It's like
so contradictory, and it's like your issue is not with Drake. It's not.
Your issue was with your
Wayne beef is with Lil Wayne and Birdman. Your beef is with them and Wayne. And your only issue with Wayne is he was not giving you the time of day when he was that nigga and you was at his top, and you mad about that.
And then it's like, so now Drake was his artist. You went at Drake, so now you mad because you the president of good. I don't even know. Are you the president and you signed to Kanye? Like, how did that work? Like, are you the president of good music and you one of Kanye's artists? But anyway, you the president of good music and you one of Kanye's artists, so you got shot at too.
It's like, and it's just like the beef, the origin of this. That's what's so crazy. That's what's so funny to me. Like where all this stems from and how it's just grown and stretched to this whole nother thing. This shit literally started from a hoodie. Not even the Fire Babe hoodies, the old ugly shits. Not the shits now.
The trash ass ones.
The trash ass ones with the purple camel print all over it. This is what this started from. This is what this stems from. And it stems from Wayne dismissing that this was the Clip style. See, but and no one wants to bring that up.
But then that's why it's so because it'll be more contradictions. Because it's like, all right, how you gonna tell a nigga that that's your style?
like you can't tell a nigga he don't own June.
That's what I'm saying. That's the contradiction. Like you just said Drake didn't own June, but you mad at Wayne because you felt like y'all own this style.
Oh man, this rap shit, I swear.
This is definitely this rap shit is crazy. And like you said, these niggas these niggas on social media just take it too far when they come to picking sides and shit.
Just take it way too far.
Because y'all get in niggas' comments and get personal.
Y'all get in this shit, get personal, and y'all act like this. Y'all act like this shit ain't going to... This is a 72-hour window on any big news.
How y'all get personal over public information? Like, it ain't even like...
This shit we all know.
Y'all get in the comments and comment whatever shit the Shade Room just posted about this nigga.
And wait till Saturday. It'll be some new shit.
Definitely. But that's the thing with these rappers and shit. That shit, you know, this new shit come out every other day.
The rap game is like the NBA. Like, it's a 12-month season. Like, this shit don't stop.
So now do you think this Joe Budden interview happens if Drake doesn't do that shop interview?
No, not at all. Not at all. I am, and I'm not surprised Pusha went. No, I'm not surprised he went to Joe for this. I'm not surprised by that at all. That's when I think about it. But
because realistically, any artist that want a real unfiltered interview, that's where they should go. I mean, not even an interview, but just a conversation.
Just a conversation,
They know, you know, Joe ain't signed to no big station. I mean, you know, I know he got the Spotify deal, but they signed Joe for what Joe does on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they know they can go there and be 100% honest.
Definitely, and they know that he can relate to the shit that they're talking about, especially in this situation.
Especially if it's smoke related.
Yeah, because he's had his own issues with Drake and everything like that. What did you take from all of this? Like, what did you take from the whole interview and him talking about the history of the shit?
These rappers are liars. That's what I took from it. Like, it's like these niggas is liars, like all of them. And I'm talking, and I mean Drake and Push. I'm not saying like I'm not on either side of the argument. Like, I feel like they both lying. Like, ain't either one of them niggas telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Like I said on a couple episodes ago, man. I got a list. It's about 5 or 6 niggas who raps, I believe. That's Hove, Jeezy, Gucci Man, T.I., Chief Keef.
But now, how did you feel about how he reacted when they was talking about Drake said he was gonna punch him in the face? Or what? Mind you, Drake ain't say he was gonna punch him in the face. Drake said
Drake said this nigga's out here.
Yeah, he said somebody gonna punch you in the fucking face. So let's correct that, because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Drake said he was gonna punch him in the face." No, Drake ain't say that. He said somebody would.
And y'all know damn well, it's never the rappers. It's never the rappers, bro.
Depending on the rapper.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
If he one of these NBA young boy niggas, or fucking Russ and his Haitians, Jamaicans, or whoever he rolling with on the pull up.
It's always finna be the niggas in the crew. It's always finna be the homie that just got out of jail, the nigga that carried the weed or got the gun on him. I want to know what Chubbs think all of this. That's the real question.
Like, man, he said real G's move in silence. Like, you know the rest.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I think.
Do you think this is still going on if Ghoulish was a good diss?
Yes. Honestly, yeah. I think that shit's still going on. And like, but that's what I think. A lot of niggas, they be looking at this shit like, "Oh, Push just doing this to stay relevant and all this." I don't even know how old this beef is for real.
Yeah, this shit is more than 10 years old.
Especially when you figure before Infrared dropped and everybody started saying, "Oh, Push just trying to stay relevant." The last diss was from Drake on Two Birds, One Stone.
The end of 26. That's what's so funny about this whole thing to me. And I've said this from the jump. This is Scorpion came out. I said that Drake could have ended this whole thing himself if he would have used that Plies clip that he used at the end of 8 out of 10. He could have ended this whole thing.
So he could have just dropped that after he dropped.
Just drop that on the gram and exit. He'd have been good money.
What you saying, after the story of Adonai?
No, like before. Like,
so that, but then you saying without dropping W?
Yeah, without dropping, like, because it's like it's either you. Because he has to be comfortable enough to be like, I'm bigger than this situation.
See, but I think he could have still dropped Duppy and still poured that shit. I mean, I think nigga still would have been on his head about, oh, you took the L and you took the L. But I think that without him, I think if he don't come out releasing all these statements and he dropped that clip, I think now all of a sudden niggas saying, oh, you took an L, you didn't respond. And now you're not on the press run right now explaining the situation to this day. Because now, now you got to explain you had the child and all this every time you go sit down with somebody.
True.
Versus if you drop that clip, niggas like, oh, Drake ain't got time for this nigga. You could have did something dismissive instead of releasing a statement.
Like he did when Meek dropped his diss after he dropped Back to Back. Because remember when Meek dropped the first diss, not the fire shits after. The first one, the trash one.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Drake put up the Instagram pic of him laughing at himself. The nigga put up a meme of himself laughing. So it's like you could have been this dismissive with that. But it's like you felt like this was a big thing. And you gotta stop reacting to niggas saying you don't write.
Yeah, at this point you gotta stop.
Cause we know you right. We know you nice with the pen. We know that.
And keep it 100, the shit don't really matter today like it used to. And I mean, I definitely think it still matter like when you talking about like the biggest artists, but it's like, it's kind of, the whole situation was fucked up when it happened. But like me being a rap fan and niggas know I love like rapper. Like I love niggas that really rap. Mm-hmm. Like I don't give a fuck about Drake not writing.
Thanks. Like
as long as that shit is fire.
Like my favorite rappers are like niggas that spit. They don't even write. My favorite rappers. So it's like, but it's like if something is fire, it's fire, and that's not taken away from any of the great shit that Drake has done or did.
And not only that, but I don't care about you telling me a nigga wrote what was that? What mixtape?
That's the thing I was about to say, bro. Like
I don't care about not writing that bullshit.
It's not like Quentin wrote him a Fire 16.
Quentin ain't write 30 for 30.
The nigga wrote him. He wrote him. I was coming from
10 bands, 50
with the
bands,
cinch with my
20
woes.
bands, 100 bands.
Like he just wrote Drake some radio joints, and they ain't even his biggest radio joints.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all act like this nigga wrote You in the Six or some shit like that. I don't give a fuck. Like the joints that nigga wrote is like not even in Drake's maybe top 15 or 20 records. Whatever reference tracks you got, they probably ain't in his top 20, 30 records.
At all.
So it's like that was really my reason for not caring. I was like, I probably would have, and that's different if you want to give me some references of a nigga writing 9 a.m. in Dallas or 5 a.m. in Toronto or You in the Six or 30 for 30 or Look What You
shit
done.
Like that.
He's too much of he's too introspective of a rapper for you to tell me that somebody is writing all this shit.
It's too personal. It's too personal to be like, he ain't write that.
So everything
he got writers.
Yeah, everything that y'all telling me he didn't write is all surface bullshit like that don't really, songs with no substance.
Basically.
But,
man.
What else we got from that shit? Is it anything else we got from that or from the shop?
No, not really, because we've broken this down and we all understand what it is.
Like we had pretty much already talked about most of this anyway. We just had to give a quick update with Push going on Joe Budden Podcast and kind of giving his perspective on the whole beef. And honestly, I like I feel like especially Push said, he pretty much off this shit now. And I think Drake is going to be off this shit now. I don't really want to hear no more disses from either one of them. So, like,
I definitely don't.
For me, after the beef is over, I don't mind these niggas kind of, giving their perspectives on what happened. To me, it's shit kind of dope when you kind of could get an idea of what they were both thinking in the moment of that shit happening.
Yeah,
or like when it popped off.
It takes you back because we ain't had this era in a while. Like this shit ain't been like this since Double XL and The Source was popping. Like Vibe magazine era.
Like I said, when these niggas have beef and they explaining what a beef stemmed from and why he felt this way and why he felt that way, and not on some old, I hope I didn't let you down type shit, but just
right,
not on some Aubrey. I texted you and I said, I hope I don't let you down with my decision.
Shout out to LeBron, man.
Shout out to Uncle Murder. Because to wrap up this year, that's gonna be a double disc.
That shit from the P2 videos.
Like you gonna have to drop a couple. I feel like his shit gonna be super fire this year.
That shit gotta be in parts. Like trapped in the closet.
That nigga gonna be doing the whole New Year countdown, dropping the wrap ups and shit.
Man, and it's crazy because we in October, we still got like Meek ain't even dropped yet. Meek and Wale ain't even dropped yet. MMG ain't even went on a press run yet.
No bullshit. I'll be happy if they drop like a self-made to end the year, and then they just all came at the top of the year. Because I don't really want them niggas to trying to squeeze all of them in the last 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I think if they was to drop like that, the MMG compilation or self-made or some shit like that for the end of the year, and then they all came early next year, I'll be happy with that shit.
Man, but we just had to get y'all this because we had to do this emergency episode. It was necessary for the culture.
Yeah, so this one to drop. This one to be dropping Thursday, maybe afternoon or Thursday evening. We dropping the normal episode 29 tomorrow morning as usual.
And we're going to go into this. Well, we're not going to go into this, man, but we're going to let Justin give his perspective. We're going to see what he got to say about it Monday. And y'all make sure y'all listen every week, man. No Feelings Meetings, episode 30 next up.
Yeah, give them the socials real quick.
NFM_podcast on everything. Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Facebook.
Y'all can find us everywhere. Check out
fucking Napster.
Check out 90 Feet. Check out
definitely
No Feelings Boxing.
90 Feet. Got a new episode of that coming. We definitely got a new episode of No Feelings Boxing coming. It's crazy in the game right now, man. We'll definitely got a new episode coming.
Check out The Feud. Shout out to Liam.
Our Network. We moving. Adrian Broner. I don't know what you're going to do in January, but just going to get fucked up.
Yeah. We're going to see what the Can Man can do in this one.
we out of here next week, man.